I'm Maddie, and today I'm going to a hospital to see a blood pressure monitor and a cast. And this is a hospital I'm visited, and I'm going to a room here. While there are many machines that doctors and nurses use to check the blood and pressure in our body, there's something that is made from arm too, and I'm in the room here, and this is a blood pressure monitor. It tells the doctor and nurses that blood pressures in my body are flowing nicely or they are flowing hardly. So I'm going to lie down on the chair, and then my friend is going to put something that is an end of this blood pressure monitor machine to my arm, and it connected it. Well, I'm going to lie down here, and let's see how it works. Blood pressure monitor. Well, this is Mandy, and she's going to put the blood pressure monitor on my arm so she could check my blood vessels. Inside my body are many blood vessels, and she's turning it on. Look at the machine. And she's putting something on my arm and elbow that's named a calf. This is the end of this. This is the end of this machine, and it will tell Mandy that my blood pressure is good. Now you can see that it's blowing up like a balloon, and the more it blows up, it's just like a water flow that it blows up, and the more it blows up, it grows tighter. It blows up, it blows very much there. When we are finished, it blows very much, and now it's just a little bit, but somehow it will blow very much. But when it blows up, it grows tighter and tighter. And when it's ready, there's a little beep. And that's the beep. And now there's two numbers on the monitor. Check. And how is my blood pressure? It's good and healthy. So my blood vessels and my blood are flowing easily around my body, and there's a calf there, there's some numbers there, but how does it work, and how does it tell Mandy that my blood vessels are great? Inside our body, this is our heart, and it pumps blood through all the tiny tubes here, and those are called blood vessels. The heart pumps blood, and it's connected to those tubes. That means the blood flows in those tubes too. So when we put a calf here, and when it blows up, 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 and the more it blows up, the blood vessels screw tight together. If it grows tight, that means that it still can flow easily through our body. And the numbers will tell Mandy that my blood vessels are great. So I feel very healthy now. Well, when you've broken an arm, there's something to help you heal it, but you don't have to drink your medicine. So let's find out. Well, I'm having to check something called this, and we have the dim light. This is also a special camera that is a special laser here, and it was shown through our blood vessels, through our skin, and it looks just like red branches. I think it looks like branches from blood trees. Well, that looks like branches sprouted out from trees. Well, you can see it by a laser that's shown on your arm here and shown through your skin. You can see inside your body. It's true. It's not just it's not magazine, but it's true, right? I can follow it up from my hand all the way to my elbow and arm. how amazing to be seen under your skin. So I'm going to put it back in space and light the lights up. Well, is it amazing? Did you see it? I see it very closely because it's my blood vessels. Do you remember how that sounded when the blood? Do you know what this is? Yeah, it's a calf. And did you hear the sound that when the calf blows up? It sounds like a funny sound. Well, it just sounds like a funny sound there. And do you see any blood vessels? It does look like some branches there. Here, you look at it. I think you can see it all, right? Wow, it's so amazing to see under your skin. Well, I'm out of that room with Mandy. And now I'm going to another room. It's my second room. Here is the hallway. And there is some doctors here that will put something called a cast on my elbow. But I haven't broken my arm, but we have special permission. So there's some doctor and nurses that are going to put something on our arm. It's called a cast. And how is it made? Let's find out. Well, I'm going in this room, and this is a cast that it is cut out, and it's on somebody's arm. But how is it made? A cast. Well, to show you how cast is made, I'm going to show you in this machine here. This is a computer, and there's a machine that takes a picture in your elbow there or your leg. But now I'm going to see the elbow for myself, and you can see that the bones that are straight here, they're broken, but when they put it in the cast, they're straight up, right? But that bone isn't straight. Well, I'm going in the plaster room. And I haven't broken my arm. You could have all sorts of things. This is a plaster cast. It looks like a kind of clay wrapped around your arm, and this is fiberglass strands. And this is Sean, and he is going to put the cast on my arm, but I haven't broken my arm, but we have special permission to show you how a cast is made. First, Sean is going to put a soft layer. It does look comfortable, and it's just like a long sock. Oh, there's even sock for my thumb. Now Sean is wrapping something called bandage, and it's not completely bandaged now. We also need a fiberglass strands. Now, Sean is going to dip the fiberglass strands into the water so it will stick everywhere it goes. But he needs clean hands. I'll stick with blue. And now he's going to wrap it around my arm. It does feel really warm. Okay. It's a strange feeling. Well, Sean has something that Sean is going to put all those around my arm. Oh, it does feel really warm now. Now Sean is moving up my cast, and now he's finished. Well, now it's still wet, and we can't do anything with it. You can choose any type of colors you like. Orange, green, or maybe pink. But I'll stay with blue. Well, I'm going to show show you in a microscope, but this is a special type of microscope that will show us very closely in our cast. And it was also dried up the cast because there's hot air in it. Oh, you can see the fiberglass strands are here. Those fiberglass strands are here, and they're wrapped around with those bandage materials. What does it look like? I think it looks like blue rope covered glue. I don't want to touch those. Well, my cast is nearly dry. What do you think about it? Now my cast is ready to dry. Let me knock on it. It sounds like knocking on a door, right? It's in the cast, and knocking on it is very hard, and it's just like knocking on a door. Well, there's something really fun. You get to do it. You can draw on it. Well, I'm going to draw only one picture. There, a sparkly heart. You can draw all sorts of things, or maybe you can have your friends or teachers do your sparkles on your hand and write their names on there. Well, Sean's going to put that bandage off my arm. It does feel comfortable, but I would like to have it for a couple of weeks. So my cast is put out, and look at it. It still looks like new. Well, did you see that there's so many colors? You can stick with all sorts of colors, but I only stick with blue. Sounds like it's knocking on a door, right? And did you see that that microwave had shown you all this way? It looks like blue rope covered in glue. So now when you see someone with a fiberglass strand cast, you know how it's made. And now you know how nurses and doctors check blood vessels and a blood pressure monitor. Now you can know. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye.